Austin, Texas. It is that time again, the first Monday of the month, and I'm here with you. I'm Jessica Forsyth, your host for the female-fronted Monday of the month. And today we have a treat for you. She's been performing since she was 5 years old, and in the last year she's decided that songwriting and singing is going to be her lifelong career. And I'm here with Amethyst Jonquille, and she is with a band, although she is a solo artist usually. So we have such a big treat for you today. Here is Amethyst.
Didn't imagine that I'd see you here. You're wearing your best sneakers and you just cut your hair. It's nice to see ya, but I'm feeling toxic, sick in the head, 'cause it's spinning. All I wanna do is kiss you, but you're wearing that ring she got you last year. And after tonight, I hope you forget her small souvenir. We could just disappear, escape through time, finally become you and I. It could all be so clear, but it's all in my head. Can I have another drink? I won't stop to think, and I'm feeling feverish, and all the lines are blurring. All I wanna do is scream. I like you, I like you. You best believe that I won't call you up. I might text you once, and that'll feel like too much, 'cause I'm a no one, she's a perfect 10, and I'm this weirdo in the corner making up scenarios that'll never happen. But I can't imagine she didn't get you that ring, and you broke up last year. And after tonight, you'll ask, do I wanna get out of here? We could just disappear, escape through time, finally become you and I. It'll all be so clear, I'll finally be out of my head. But you hand me a drink, I just stop to think how you made me feverish, and got all my lines so blurry. And I might not scream, but I still like you. Oh, I've imagined us thrifting and going stargazing, going on a road trip and singing the whole drive there. Can't describe it, you're like molten metal, and I'm a powerless magnet. I'm not in a place to deserve you, and you probably barely remember my name. Maybe I'll disappear, escape through time, and just be me, myself, and I. It'll all be so clear, I'll finally be out of my head. But you hand me a drink, just stop to think how you made me feverish, and got all my lines so blurry. And I might not scream, but I still like you. Oh, and I might not scream, but I still like you. And I might not scream, but I still like you. Okay. Hi, my name's Amethyst Jonquille, and I wrote that one about liking someone who's taken. And then this next one is one that I wrote after I wrote or was listening to a lot of sea shanties. And I went to a show and someone was singing a pirate song, and it inspired this, and it's called We Are Sirens. Oceans of words unspoken, mostly they are song, to tell the tale of ships that have sunk. We make their brains itch the closer they inch inch off for every desire, but it's your life that we require. Oh, we are the sirens, come to us and you'll see our beauty and our hunger, true sailors you will be. Come to our island, we've plenty to eat, fresh fruit and bread and meat, but you'll be just as sweet. Are we enticing? Do you hear our call? You haven't seen a woman in ages, but we don't mind at all. We are the sirens, come to us and you'll see our beauty and our hunger, true sailors you will be. Don't mind the rocks and boulders, you'll make it by just like the others. Bring your ship to shore, we'll provide what you adore. You've had quite the journey, are you ready for the end? Oh, please don't beg for mercy, supper shall begin. Oh, we are the sirens, come to us and you'll see our beauty and our hunger, true sailors you will be. Oh, we've missed having company for dinner. They taste just right, but somehow we're looking thinner. Time to find another bite. Oh, we are the sirens, come to us and you'll see our beauty and our hunger, true sailors you will be. We are the sirens, come to us and you'll see our beauty and our hunger, true sailors you will be.
Wow, that was amazing. Good job, good job, good job. So, you wrote both of those songs. How old were you? How old were you when you started writing music?
I think I wrote my first song when I was 10, so yeah.
And then what did that look like?
Oh my gosh, it was the first one that I wrote that I actually played in front of people. It was called Summer Fling, and I sang it at my 7th grade talent show, and I ended up winning the audience choice with it at the talent show, so that was super cool. But yeah, that was my first song that I ever wrote, and I went to a songwriting summer camp, and of course there was a boy there, and that inspired that.
Always a boy.
Always, yeah. But yeah, it was such a cool start to where I am now. I did not think that writing that was going to lead me here, but this is really cool. So
yeah, you often don't know what your origin story will be.
Totally.
When did you realize that you could just write songs? Like, you can just do it and no one can tell you that it's wrong?
Probably around that time. I feel like there was never a point in my life where I thought songwriting was wrong. I grew up listening to music and like loving it, and my dad plays instruments and my mom sings, and so I was just surrounded by like this love for music, and I never even considered that it would be wrong to do it, which is, I feel very privileged that I've had that opportunity. But yeah, I've always just been able to do it, and my parents are super supportive of me, which is also why I'm able to do this so young and not have to have a day job and not have to be able to support myself, because there are helping me do that and get where I want to go and all that. So I love that I have that ability. Yeah.
I love that your parents, and I've met your mother.
Yeah.
I love that they're so supportive. They've been supportive your entire life, I assume.
Completely, yeah. From a very, very young age, they put me in soccer and martial arts and gymnastics and voice lessons and musical theater, and they very, very quickly realized that I am an artist and I do not want to play sports, and I'm not really a scholarly person and that kind of thing. Like it very quickly they realized where I wanted to go, and that's the direction they pushed me in, which is why I'm able to do this so young. Like I am only 19 and I'm been perfecting my craft, I guess, since I was like 10, which that's a crazy time to start your career, which I didn't realize I was doing it at the time, but it's definitely, there's so many little steps that I've taken to like get here and have the skill set that I have to be able to do it so well. And I love it. Yeah.
So it's kind of a family run business right now, wouldn't you say?
Totally. Yeah.
Can you tell me what some of the responsibilities like that your family shares? Like what are they in charge of doing?
Well, right now, my grandma and I are sharing a car. I got into my first car accident on last Monday. So the car's in the shop right now. So I had to get a ride from my dad to get here today and that kind of thing, which they've had to do that all through high school because I didn't get my license till May of this year. So I'm very fortunate to have had that time with them too, because when I was doing musical theater in school and all that, like my only time with my parents was in the car, really. So I'm really grateful that I didn't have my license and stuff like that to be able to spend the time with them. So I like being able to spend the time with them now too, because I'm almost just as busy now that I've like kind of settled into some kind of a routine with this, like finding what I can do for my own job type thing, because navigating my time on my own is weird and I'm not good at it yet. I'm working on that.
You're an artist.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm my own boss at 19, which I don't know how to do that at all.
I think you're doing a great job so far.
Thank you.
So does your mom head up booking and like do you all kind of split responsibilities?
With that, I feel like I kind of do my own booking. I feel like most of the time when I get booked for things, I get asked to do them. I haven't had to do a lot of the like blind emailing and things like that. I could, and I'd probably have more gigs, but I haven't gotten to the point where I feel comfortable doing that kind of thing. Because I know that most of the emails that I could send to are full already with new artists because we're in Austin and there's so many people that are trying to play places. So I'm like, I don't need it right now. I don't need to rely on that money for anything. So if I get to play gigs and make a little bit, cool. If I don't need to worry about it that much. So I like to make space for the people that need it more.
Well, I know one of the places that I know where I met you is El Mercado. They do the gospel brunch every Sunday morning. Mm-hmm. And the second set, what they do at El Mercado is they invite other musicians that are in the audience on up to play. And it's a great place for people to hear new musicians. And that's where I heard you. And we've become fast friends, honestly.
Completely, yeah.
Who was, other than your parents being so supportive, who is your superstar? Who did you look up to that you were just like, oh my gosh, I want to be like you?
Definitely like Ed Sheeran and Adele are like the big names in that, because I saw Ed Sheeran open for Taylor Swift when I was like 11 or 10 on her Red tour, and so that was super cool, and I fell in love with his music, and I love like everything that he's doing. And Adele, like, oh my gosh, she just is amazing, and in of her as a person, it's so cool, and she's so funny, and those are some of the big people. And honestly, you really inspire me if we're talking like local people, because you are such a badass. I don't know if I can cuss. I didn't ask that before this, but
say bad booty.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, you are you're such a trailblazer, and you make things happen, and it's so cool to see that. And like Andrea McGee is another one that's like, she's super powerful and does everything that she does, and she just did a music festival in New Mexico, which is insane. So I have so many local Austin people that if I start naming them, I'm bound to forget someone, but those are like the top first two that I'm thinking of. So
Yeah, it's so cool to live in Austin and have so many people that I can look up to and figure out things that they're doing that'll work for me and things that they're doing that aren't really going to be my thing and stuff like that. And I love that I'm in an environment where I can really learn things because I need it. I'm young, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I can admit that and learn from it, which I feel like there's also such a stigma of like pretending you know everything everywhere that you go. And
I did.
yeah, I can't do that, or I'm not going to be able to have anyone help me and learn from it and stuff like that. So I'm glad that I have that ability to kind of step back and be like, tell me what you know because I don't know it yet.
Yeah, honestly, knowing your vulnerabilities and being open to those vulnerabilities is a power. It is.
Totally.
It is a superpower. Now, I have 2 other questions for you, and then we got to get back to some music.
Yay.
One of the reasons I love this show so much is that we actually get to talk to you and kind of get to know you on a more personal level. Can you tell me a little bit about your creative writing process?
Sure. Yeah, I very much go about my life just with an open mind to pretty much everything. And so anytime I hear any kind of like phrase or I see something on a sign that interests me or something, I witness something happen like in a park or wherever I am, I will like write a little note in my phone. And like I have my notes app and I have my lyrics folder and I have like 200 plus like just little tidbits of things or full songs or just everything's in there. And like I love it because then I can just, when I actually sit down with my instrument, I have so much to work with that I can like take one idea and just start fleshing it out and figure out the chords and all that. And I do a lot of co-writing, which actually the next song I'm going to play is a co-write that I wrote with Pat Byrne after I went through a breakup. And like I love doing co-writes with people because I get to learn like their process and that kind of thing. And in the most recent one I just did, we were talking about like, so what's your process? And they were like, oh, I kind of come up with the chords and the melody first and then add lyrics to it after. And then I realized that I kind of do the same thing, but I just have lyric things to work with, which I didn't realize. I was like, oh, I'm lyrics first always, which just ended up not really being true, which was interesting to realize the last time that I was co-writing. It was really cool to be like, oh, wait, I kind of do that too, but then I already have it was interesting. So I love that that's how I do it.
Just kind of learning how everyone else does it as well.
Yes. I'm such a sponge. I love being able to just learn from other people.
Well, in Austin, the Austin music community is an excellent place for that. Everyone kind of takes each other in. It's like a little family.
Totally. Yeah, I fell into the right crowd so quick, and I'm super lucky for that because I do a lot of stuff with girl guitar here in Austin that's run by Mandy Rowden, and she was playing at Waros, and Ben Jones was playing either before or after her. So I met Ben Jones there. And then from there, I met Andrea and I opened for her at the O4 Center, which led to me meeting Ray Prim. And then I just started meeting like all of these people that are totally like taking me under their wing and like helping me figure out what to do. And it's been super cool to have that community because I know I went to Folk Alliance earlier this year too. And when I was there, a lot of the people there were like, this is what I have. And I go home and I have no, like, there's no community like this anywhere. And I'm like, oh, this just feels like bigger Austin. I love being here. And so that was an interesting thing to learn too, is like, oh, I'm super lucky to be where I am and to like just to have grown up with live music and seeing live shows, because that's something my mom very much did with me. Was we went to shows all the time.
Thanks,
and, like,
Mom.
Seriously, yeah. Thank you, Mom. She we went to a Matt the Electrician show when I was like a tiny baby, and I like walked up on stage and started strumming his guitar. My mom would be like, I'm so sorry. So like I've been around live music my whole life, and it's super, like, it's why I'm able to be here and do this, because I've also feel like I have such a healthy idea of like what success can look like, because there's so many people that are like, I need to be Taylor Swift, I need to be the next Ed Sheeran, and I very much am like, if I can make a living at music, however that happens for me, cool. And so I don't have like all this pressure on myself to be this big name or anything. I can just be where I am when I get there and like not have to put all that stress on me, which is really cool too, because I feel like I would have such a so much worse of a mindset if I was aiming for that. So
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Totally. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to hear the next couple songs. You are watching Up Late Austin. I am your host, Jessica Forsyth. I'm here with the beautiful Amethyst Jonquille, and more so talented. And do your thing, guys.
All right. So like I said, this is one that I wrote with Pat Byrne, and it's called Last Bow.
This all started when you didn't go to the party with me. Oh. It was something I looked forward to, and you left me alone. Oh. Standing in the corner, staring at the ground, wishing it would open and I would fall into an ocean. But it's just raining, and I'm breaking my own heart. Wish this could just restart. Oh, here's to our last bow. You threw out all the little notes I wrote. Just laying with me was never enough. This forest and my axe are falling fast. If we don't end this now, nothing will last. The tension is so much that I'm not breathing, and I'm breaking my own heart. Wish this could just restart. Don't wanna say I love you 'cause I have to. Don't wanna stay 'cause it's expected, and we just don't align. We don't slow down time. Oh, here's to our last vow. Don't wanna say I love you 'cause I have to. Don't wanna stay 'cause it's expected, and we just don't align. We don't slow down time. Thank you. All right.
This next one is very angry, and I wrote it after the most recent person I was talking to decided to end things, and it's called Lonely Afterlife. It's very angsty, so be prepared.
pushed you over the edge. Now you'll never know how much I hate what ifs. Oh, they keep me hung up on you, too invested in beating the odds. I was replaying future moments while you were banking on them giving out. I'll cherish those few days, but thinking about them kills me a little. You're just another name now. Can't imagine you with someone else. Makes me wanna rip my heart out, stomp it in the ground, leave it there to rot. Oh, you stopped fighting. Were you ever even trying? Wave your white flag. I know I'll survive this, doesn't mean I wanted to. Wanted to live through it with you. I didn't want this lonely afterlife. I didn't want this. All right, this next one is, these are all fairly new compared to the last ones, but this is one of the like new ones. It's called My New Favorite Place. It goes like this. You're so striking, I could draw you from memory. I couldn't forget the gold behind your eyes. With one look you rope me in. Can't imagine going back again. Could you be my new favorite place? a comfort in your arms, and it's burning through my soul. Could you be my new favorite place, where I go to feel safe? Oh, my new favorite place. My new favorite place. Thought the world was so bright, but it was so dim. You're the cherry on top, you're the salt on the rim. Our creative minds think alike, they're cursed that way, painting canvases just to throw them away. But maybe we could find some peace of mind and fill our space, and then maybe you could be my new favorite place, where I go to feel safe. Oh, my new favorite place. My new favorite place.
Yay, thank you. um, this next one is called Fall, and I wrote it at a time when, well, I guess I still currently feel this way, but I'm very awkward in social situations. I'm pretty bad at talking, clearly. And I feel like a lot of the time I always say the wrong thing or do something wrong in the situation, and that's why I write songs, because I can write it all down and know exactly what I'm going to say and sing. But yeah, this is kind of that. And then there's also someone in my life who wasn't being very nice to me at the time. And so it's kind of about those two things combined. It's called Fall.
Seasons getting colder. Leave my fate up to the wind. cursing, cruel, nothing's at my gate. How can you tell me what I can't do? For reasons that I can't change. If I open my mouth, I'll say something stupid. So I'll just listen till I fade away. Even when I disappear, will you still curse at the wind? Steer my fate in the wrong direction. So even if I got a chance, you're in the clear. How can you tell me what I can't do? For reasons that I can't change. If I open my mouth, I'll say something stupid. So I'll just listen till I fade away. Just another brick in the wall, another face you're bound to erase, yeah. Even when your words fall, you stay in place while your phrases are wasted. Just another brick in the wall, another face you're bound to erase, yeah. Even when your words fall, you stay in place while your phrases are wasted. Yay. Okay. This may be my last song. I may need to play one more. But this is called Electricity. And normally it's a sing-along. So if there's people watching at home and you want to sing along into the little chorus part, feel free. But yeah, this is called Electricity. Oh my gosh. rest my head on your shoulder. Forgot to tell you how much I liked your hair. The way you danced was charming. Your grandpa clothes and the rings you wore were cool, and the whispery way you speak sends electricity all around me. And I'll always have that weekend regret not reaching for your hand, and I might never see you again. But hope it's not the end. Hope it's not the end.